welcome back to my channel and welcome the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey by hitting that subscription button. It's free, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. I would just like to mention that if the video is a little bit too fast for you, up top there's 3 little buttons. You can click there, slow down the video to the speed you'd like. Also, right next to it, there's the CC letters for closed caption. You can turn that on, and you can read all the stitch that I'm calling down here. By pausing the video, take notes, will make it easier for you. Now, normally when I upload the videos, it takes about an hour for YouTube to search all my words that I'm saying, so it can appear on the closed captions. So don't panic if you don't see right away the closed captions, because the video has just been launched. It will show up in about a half an hour to an hour after the upload. I also would like to mention that if you have extra yarn, extra thread, and you'd like to help the women in need, we highly appreciate it and being very, very grateful for it. Thank you for the ones I already have helped and are still helping. If you'd like to donate, right below the video, there's a little bag of $. You can donate whatever amount you'd like. Nobody's asking for millions. Anything helps. It adds up at the end. You can also go into the description box. My PayPal account is there. You can donate through there if you'd like also. Please always give a thumbs up on the video if you like the video. It does help the video to circulate and also to be recognized worldwide. I gratefully appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's one way to help me out and to help to continue to create these beautiful pieces. Also share on your Facebook public. It costs nothing. Everything is free. There's no charge of anything. So please help out to grow the channel. I do have a Facebook group, private group. If you have a profile, you're more than welcome to request to be a member. It's free, of course, and we'll approve you. You must have a profile. Be careful with the links that you go into the groups that says cut and bit. These are fraud scammers that go through your phones, your computers, and take every information of yours. Do not open up those links. There's a lot of hackers in the groups now. That's why I made sure that my group is private. I want to thank every single one of you from the start being with me, and thank you so much for the newcomers. It costs nothing to subscribe, so please do so. Thank you so much, everybody. Everything will be listed always in the description box for every pattern that I create, the sizes, the thread that I use, which is Portugal thread. They're 100% cotton thread, 4-ply, which is similar to Aunt Lydia. Number 3, which number 3 Aunt Lydia is just a little bit thicker than my thread, not by much, but a little bit. I usually use a hook 3 or 3.5, a small one for tucking in loose ends, and a pair of scissors, of course. So thank you, everybody. Any other questions, suggestions, please feel free to comment. You can always get a hold of me if your intentions are to give some thread or yarn away. There's my email below the description box. There's my Facebook page that you can follow also, my Facebook group, my Instagram, my TikTok. So there's so many ways you can message me. Thank you so much, everybody. I hug every single one of you, and much blessings to all of you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everyone, so today we're going to create a pineapple doily runner. If you want to use it as a runner, you can add both pineapples to each end like I'm thinking of doing. Now, this is a special request. Maggie, I hope I'm going to do justice to this. I know how much you wanted to create it. This pineapple is not my design, or I didn't invent it. It's from an old magazine which doesn't exist anymore, and from the 80s or so, and I believe it's from Magic Crochet magazine, if I'm not mistaken on the name. So I was sent a picture from, one of my friends took the picture from the actual magazine, because she collects a lot of them, or has almost all of them. Thank you, Barbara. And so I'm going to try to create that today. It takes 2 3D flowers. I do have some flowers made. I might just use my flowers for it. So I'll see as I go. Okay, so I hope you're going to enjoy this tutorial. I repeat again, it's on my design or my creation that I came up with. This is out of, I believe again, Magic Crochet magazine on the, I don't know if it was 1989 or earlier. But anyway, it doesn't exist anymore, the magazine, but my friend does have a collection in time to time. When somebody asks me certain requests, I ask her to go through it and see if there is, or sometimes they'll take a picture and send it to me to create it. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. I'm going to use a 2.75 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, and of course a pair of scissors. This is 4-ply, 100% cotton thread, similar to Aunt Lydia, which if you want to make like a medium size, perfect for chair, table, or countertop or whatever. Aunt Lydia number 3 is the perfect size to create this type of doily. Okay, so we're going to get started. Thank you so much, everybody. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up. No lazy thumbs, please, because we really work hard and dedicate ourselves every day, hours in, hours out, days in, days out, weeks in, weeks out, just to come up with patterns for you guys. So the least you can do in respect to us creators is give us the thumbs up, make your comment. You can make your suggestions too. Share the video on your social medias or your WhatsApp or whatever you have to help to grow the channel. It costs nothing. It's free. It does help us tremendously. Okay, so thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I also want to thank you guys that have donated to the super chat or super thanks, if you want to call it. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And for the ones that have come through to help other women in need of thread, I am so grateful to every single one of you, and they are too. So thank you so much, everyone. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everyone. So we're going to get started on this. I just want to remind you that sometimes I get over my head and I forget that I'm recording. And I'm a fast crocheter, so sometimes I'm too fast. And so I apologize for that. I'm still getting used to the camera thing. But in the description box, there is a link that you can click there to slow down the video, turn your closed caption on, pause, take notes, makes it easier for you. I mention that quite a bit, almost on every video, and on all my videos. That link is below in the description box. So it's just a question of you clicking down below the video where it has a little arrow flash and the links and measurements and thread and sizes, everything's on there. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is that slip stitch knot. Now you know that on every pattern you create, this never counts as a stitch, right? We're going to do 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to come into the first one and I'm going to close it with a slip stitch. I'm going to do a 7 chain now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do a triple inside of the ring. Take out once, take out twice, take out 3 times. And again, another triple, trying to hide my thread here at the same time. Take out once, take out twice, take out 3 times. Chain 2 and 2 more triples inside of the ring. Okay, so that's what we're going to end up with. So we've done the 2 groups of triple. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain because it's going to be the same thing as this 7 here. And now I'm going to do a triple inside of the same ring. So with a triple, that's like a 4 chain plus 3 is 7. So it's the same thing. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Turn around, turn your work. Come inside of the first space here. oops, and we got to do the triples again. So take out 2, take out 2, and take out 2, and again, so we're creating like the shell with triples. Chain 2, and again the same thing. Take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and again. So we have that 4 chain going up, triple, chain 2, 2 triples, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. I'm coming in the center here, and I'm going to create a triple. Now we're going to do chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to do a triple again on the same space. Take out 2, take out 2, and take out 2. So you're going to have this big loop that's preparing to create the pineapple. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to create the same thing as we did here on here. So we're going to do 2 triples, chain 2, 2 more triples, okay. Now we're going to do another trip, so we're going to count 1, 2, 3 on your 4th chain. We're going to do another triple, exactly like we have on here. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to come here and create triple again. And again, so we're creating the shells as a triple. Chain 2 and 2 more triples. Okay, so now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. We're working only with triple crochets, okay? So now we're going to come in the center of this 9 chain. We're going to start the foundation of the pineapple. So we're going to do 25 triples inside of this ring of 9 chain with no space chain, okay? So it's just 25 triple crochet inside of this ring, and then we're going to do the 5 chain like here and repeat the process. So you have to remember everything we're doing on one side we must do on the other side, but I'll meet you here just to confirm again. So I've done my 25 triple, and don't worry if it looks floppy like this, because once we start going the rows it will take shape. Okay, so chain 5 exactly like we did here at the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and triples again. So we're coming in where we have the triples, the shell, and creating our shell of triples again. 2 chain, and 2 more triples. 1, oops, what was I doing? So I'm going to create a triple again right on top of my 4th chain on the other edge here at the end. Remember, we created the 4th chain, so we're doing the 4th chain. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to turn our work. So we are 1, 2, 3 going into the 4th row. Triples again. Always, we're going to continue to do triples all the way to the end. Chain 2 and create your shell again. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain. Okay, so this is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. So after we've done our 5 chain, we're going to triple again. Now we're going to start creating again, or continuing to create a foundation of the pineapple. 1 chain space and 1 triple per space. 1 chain, next space. So you're going to have 25 triples again, separated space of 1 chain, like that. Okay, 1 per space, so you have 25. And then chain 5 over here. Create your shelf with triples and chain 4. If you stitch too tight, you can give it chain 5. And we are going, or triple, we're going to close here on the 4th chain, exactly like we did here. But I'll meet you here just to make sure that you know what we're doing. Okay? Okay, so I've reached the end. So I've done the same thing as I did at the beginning, because obviously it's the same thing on one side with the other. Now you can do the triple or you can do the quadruple if your stitch is too tight. I'm going to continue with my triple. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. If you're too tight, you can do a 5 chain. I'm going to continue to do the triples, my shells, 2 chain space. So these triples on both sides will be repeatedly all the way to the end the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain again. And these 5 chains will be repeatedly also to the end on both sides, because that's what's going to form the pineapple going around, right? So we've done our 5 chain. We're going to do the triple. This time we're coming in between the first and the second triple and doing the triple. 1, 2 chain this time, and coming in between the second, third triple. 1, 2 chain again, in between the third and the fourth. And it's going to be like this until the end. So now we're doing a 2 chain space between them. Okay, and we're supposed to end up with 24 triples on row 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then do our 5 chain here, our shell, and then the triple or quadruple for some of you that your stitch is too tight. So I'll meet you here at the end. Okay? Okay, you guys. Going into row 6. Now row 6 until the end is going to be repeatedly the same way. 2, 3, 4 chain. Turn around. Do your triple. Your shell. I'm not going to record all the way to the end because it's the same repeat stitching. I will come back to you only at the end when we have 1 loop left on the pineapple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to come directly. We're going to start to create the pineapple. So we're coming in the middle. and we're doing a single. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Into the next one, creating the loops for the pineapple. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're starting to decrease on our pineapple. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain into the next one, single. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain into the next one, single. Okay, so we're gonna do the loops for the pineapple. I'll meet you here at the edge. Okay. Okay, you guys. So we have 22 loops of 4 chain, and of course here will always be the same, 5 chains on each side, and of course the shell will always be the same with the triple. Now remembering, I know it looks funny now if we put it straight like this, it still looks all, but once we start adding more rows, it's going to pull all together and it will all come straight out. So don't worry about that, that's normal. We're going to repeat the same thing with the chain shells, chain stitch on the pineapple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue with your shell. We're going to do this until there's one loop left of the pineapple to do. That's when I'm going to come back to you, because now it's just a repeat all the way to the end of this pineapple. So chain 5 and then into the first loop. So now we're decreasing. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Always will be the same amount of chains. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. So we have 22 chains here, little loops. We'll be having now 21. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and single. Okay, so we're going to continue to do that all the way to the bottom until we have only one loop left. Okay, so obviously you're creating now the second row of loops. So we have 22, this will be 21, the next one 20, the next one 19, the next one 18, until we have one loop left. And then once we have one loop left, I'll come back to you. So I'm going to continue mine. It's the same stitch all the way down to the end until we have one loop. Okay, so I'll meet you then. Okay, you guys, so we're down to the last one left, as I mentioned. Of course, I had turned around, did my 4 chain, my triple. We're going to do 5 chain into that one space left, 5 chain again. Create your shell of triple. Two chain, and again 2 triples, coming in the 4th chain here, doing my triple, turn around, one, 2, 3, 4, create your shell of triple, 2 chain, and 2 more triple. We're going to go directly into the next space with the shell, 2 chain, and 2 more triple. turn around, one, two, three, four. Now this one we're only going to do 2 triples in here. Like that. And 2 triples in here. We're going to do chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to turn around and we're going to come and close it here with a single, and we can cut our thread. Just going to tuck it in because we'll be having a row of singles all the way around, and it's going to cover the leftover thread. Okay, so now we're going to work the top part. So you want to stretch it to make sure that you're on the right side also. Make sure that you are on the right side. I'm going to do a slip stitch knot. I'm going to come where we have that little loop here of the 4 chain. Try to hide my thread at the same time. I'm going to do a single, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to come into the center, single, and the second single, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. I'm going to skip this one and go into the loop here and do a single, chain 4, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to turn around, I'm going to do a triple where we have the single that we went up, chain 4. I'm going to do 1 chain space. I'm going to do 2 triples in here. Like that. No chain space. I'm coming into the first single, doing a triple. No chain space into my second single. No space. Coming in to the next loop, create 2 triples, 1 chain, and coming in to my single here where we have the 4 chain, and create my second triple. So 4 chain, triple on the same space, 1 chain space, 2 triples inside of the 4 chain, no space, 1 on the first single, no space in the second single, no space. We have the 2 here inside of the 4 chain loop, 1 chain space, and on top of the single there. I'm going to go up chain 4, triple in the next space, 1 chain space. Now we're going to create these groups here of 2. So it's triple groups of 2. One chain, next space. Create the next triple to make the 2 groups. We're creating by 2s. 1 chain, create the next 2 triples. One chain, and the last 2 triples. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of triple. 5 groups of 2 triple, I should say. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. So we turn around. So this is going to become like these loops, the chains of 4s we did. But in this case, I'm doing a 5 here. I'm coming into the same space, creating a triple, because this is going to be like the loop, the side loop, coming into the next, creating a triple. 2 chain space this time, and continuing to create my groups of triple. 2 chain and triple. Next triple, 2 chain space, create the next group of triples. I'm going to turn 3 times, so we're doing like a quadruple because we did the 5 chain. Take out once, twice, 3 times, and 4. Actually, sorry, we have another group to do, don't we? That wasn't too smart. 1, 2 chain, create your triple. Sorry about that, people. We're going to come here, create the other triple, and now we're going to do the quadruple on the same space. Take out once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So it can be the same as this side. I'm going to turn around. I call it the walk. We're going to do the walk to the next space with a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to create another triple and 1 more triple. So we're going to have 3 triples. 2 chain, create the triple and 2 more triples on the same space. So now we're doing groups of 3 triples. Okay, that's going to stay like that. Chain 2 and proceed all the way to the end with the same way. Okay, we're going to do 1 more triple in the same space, so we can have this outside loop of the 5 chain, same as here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to come in the same space and do a triple, so we can have that 5 chain loop into the next one. Here I'm going to do 2 triples in the same space, so we can have groups now of 4 into the next space. One, this is the side loop, so we have 4. 1, 2, 3 chain, coming into the next triple with a triple. Into the middle one, we're doing 2 together, 2 triples in the same space. We're creating groups of 4 triples now. 1, 2, 3 chain, and repeat the same thing. In the center, 2 together. On the last one, and repeat the same thing here. Don't forget, we have to do the quadruple at the end here, but I'll meet you there. So I'm on the last one. I'm going to repeat in the same space. I'm going to do one on my last triple here. So now we have the group of 4, and now I'm going to do the quadruple, which is like that 5 chain at the edge. So you have to take out 4 times. So it would be the same thing as this one here. So now we're going to turn around. We are in what comes from here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going into 6. I'm going to do the walk again with a slip stitch. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to create shells here. So on the next space, triple. 1, 2, 3 chain. In the next space, triple. And on the next space, triple. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming into the first triple, we're creating that shell again. Triple crochet, next space, triple. 1, 2, 3 chain into the next shell, triple I mean, and create your shell again. And now repeat chain 4 and repeat the same thing. Create your shell again. Chain 3 into the next one. Again, triple. like that. Okay, so we're creating shells here. We're going to do the same thing to the last two. Okay, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're creating that 5 chain loop. I'm going to come in and create my shell. The only difference is we're creating 3 triples to make this shell. So I have 2 and 3 because this is the side loop. Okay, chain 3 and continue with your triple 3 times. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to repeat the 3 triples, making shells again of 3 triples, 3 chain, and 3 triples again. Remembering that at the end we must create the quadruple in the same space here in order. Actually, we'll be here on the last one in order to create this loop. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. So we're on our last one here. We're going to have to do a quadruple, so I'm going to come into the last triple there. Take out 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we can have the same loop. And I missed out a triple here. Thank God I looked, right? These things are common to happen, aren't they? Okay. Now we're going to turn around again. We're going to do the walk this time all the way to the center of the shell with a slip stitch. Into the center, I'm creating a single and 3 chain. That would equal my triple. We're going to do 4 triples now. So we're doing groups of 4 triples. We're increasing, okay? Chain 3 and 4 more triples. Chain 4 and continue to create your groups of 4 triples. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. It's just a repeat now for your shells of 4 triples. 3 chain and 4 more triples. Chain 4 and continue into your next shell. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, going to row 9. Chain 5. We're doing that chain loop. It's going to change up a bit. We're coming into the first or the last triple here. We're doing triple and 4 inside of the center here. So now we're going to have shells of 5 triples. The only difference is we're using the last triple here, and we're going to use the first triple there. So we have 5, chain 3, create your 4 triples in the same space, and your last one on top of the triple here. Chain 5, we're increasing the chain 3, 4, 5, proceed again the same thing. We're going to use the last one here and 4 inside of the chain. So that totals our 5. Chain 3, 4 more inside of the same space, and the last one, the 5th one, on the first triple, and then chain 5 again. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. So I'm at the end, and we need to do exactly the same thing as we did on here. So I'm going to come on my last one, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Now we're going to turn around, and we're going to do the walk again, as I call it, with slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th one, which is the second one before we get into that space. We're going to start to create here 1, 2, 3, and 4 into the next one. So now this time we're going to have shells of 6. We're going to create 4 inside of the space here. So we have 5 and 6. 1, 2, and 3. Create 4 inside of the space again. And the other 2 on top of the triple from the previous row. So the first one and the second one. So we have 2, 4, 6. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, coming to the 1, 2, 3 on your 4th. 1, 2, 3 on the 4th. Triple, next space, triple, and 4 inside of the 3 chain. Two, excuse me, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. 4 more. So we're just repeating it now, creating those 6 on this side. So 4 inside of the chain and 2 on top of the triples, 1 per space. And now create your chain 6. I'll meet you at the end.